And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Welcome to the live stream show. So everything is ready for a live stream with Zoroark GX featuring Weavile, Alolan Ninetales GX, some Cargo, and some other crazy cards that you can see in front of you. So, not gonna talk too much, so just gonna quickly go through the deck list so you can see some of the cards featuring this deck. The main idea is obviously to try to make this deck strong as I made, for example, this Greninja GX with Latias and Tapu Koko. For the next live stream, which is probably gonna be tomorrow night, probably around maybe at the same time, maybe maybe at 8 p.m. 8 hours European time. I'm probably looking forward to test Greninja as well with the Weavile. This is gonna be super crazy deck idea, trust me. But yeah, for today's video I decided to play with Zoroark GX. Me and my friend trying to build the Zoroark GX deck list that's gonna be strong in our current meta. And we came up with the idea to pair it up with Weavile, Evil Domination, Icy Wind as well, and with this Alolan Ninetales GX with Snowy Wind and Mysterious Guidance. What I like about this deck, mainly the fact that Alolan Ninetales GX can help us in some Buzzwole situations where we can use it, where we can use the Sublimation GX with counter gain and the unit energy if we are priced behind our opponent, and then we can simply knock, for example, Buzzwole GX for 2 price cards. We really can hit for heavy numbers with Evil Domination. Oranguru is here mainly for the resource management if we need him. We also have Macargo as a tech, 4 copies of Zoroark, 2 Tapu Leles, and then some other cards that are featured on this deck list. For example, 3 copies of Great Ball, 4 copies of Ultra Ball for the searching, as well as 1 Mystery Treasure, which can be useful for either way Marshadow or Tapu Lele. A lot of different supporter cards. 4 copies of Professor's Elm as a core in this build. 2 Cynthias and 2 Lilies for bigger draw, and 2 Judges for smaller draw support, but also for opponent disruption. 2 Kukuis and Dewar Fields for extra damage increasement. 2 copies of Choice Band as well. Counter gain that I mentioned earlier. Probably I'm gonna switch one of those 2 choice bands for maybe 1 counter catcher as well, because I have a feeling how maybe 1 counter catcher as well would be much better. And who knows, I might even decide to tech 1 Alolan Vulpix as well. Let's see, let's try to play some games and see this deck in the action. Actually expecting a lot from this deck, but I always have crappy hands when I'm playing, so this time I started with the Tapu Lele GX, which is not a good start. It might be a good start, it all depends, right? It all depends. It could be a bad start, it could be a good start. We shall see. We're gonna go with Ditto and Sneasel combo. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I have Judge for next turn, I have Ultra Ball as well. And I have 1 copy of Great Ball, which might be good for another Zorua. So since I have 2 copies of Zorua right now, and double Course Energy available in my hand, I'm thinking about using this Ultra Ball and trying to get that Mars Shadow in the early stage of the game, which is a little bit risky since my opponent already have 5 cards in his hand. I really want to see what else I can get. So there's Zoroark and Ninetales, 2 very powerful cards. So far so good, as it looks for the turn 1. I'm actually not gonna complain. So, ooh, okay. Something tells me that this is probably gonna be Solgaleo, Ninetales, and probably Swampert deck. There's a Guzma available in my hand, so I might be able to snipe this Mudkip somehow if I can potentially get... Yeah, we're gonna go for this Ninetales, no doubt about that. Let's see what we can get with it. Maybe 1 copy of Great Ball and maybe 1 copy of Ultra Ball. Would not be that bad. So first things first, Great Ball for nothing. Alright, thinking about trading 1 Mystery Treasure. There's a double Course Energy, there's a Guzma play as well. So this actually needs to be 4. I'm thinking about taking the knockout versus this Mudkip. It needs to be knocked out because it's gonna be sooner or later extra draw support for my opponent. I decided to keep that Ultra Ball for now in my hand available just because I might think about going on with either way my Ultra Ball for Sneasel or maybe Ultra Ball for another Zoroark. It all depends on which my opponent plays will have. So there's a Mudkip and a Cosmog as well. So for me the most important thing is to try to get some pressure in the early stage of the game, because this deck actually relies on the speed. You really need to speed up your opponent before he manages to set up. Some decks can actually destroy you in the late game, decks like Lost March for example. But in situations when we play against Lost March, sometimes a little Ninetales can be a winning card because of the Snow Wind. We can potentially grab 2 prize cards sometimes. Weavile might also be good because we can theoretically trade prize for prize, so this is a very good deck list actually. This is a very good deck list. And there we go, there is a Solgaleo that I mentioned with Turbo Strike. This is very powerful card from SM104, so this is Sun and Moon promo card. And there's a Soul Burst GX, so we're gonna see 5 energy attached. I think maybe bad idea was when I decided to... Okay, there's a double Course Energy, which I like. I really love to see more double Course Energies coming in play so I can knock them out. Are those energies also metal energies on this Solgaleo? I have no clue, I don't see them. Yes, they are. Okay, at least I can knock this DCE out. Potentially. Let's first go with 1 copy of trade. Next turn my Zoroark is probably knocked out, there's no question about that. But the answer still remains, can I maybe steal the show somehow here? For example, playing this Ultra Ball for another Zoroark and maybe getting something like... should I maybe try to get another Guzma or not? It's very hard to get all of these cards that I need. So there is a choice bin. And there will be another trade for this Professor's Kukui. I'm not gonna need him for now. And there's the Water Field as well, so I can at least add even more damage counters. So Radius Bidding should go for like 160. That's a lot of damage counters. Maybe bad idea wouldn't be to just retreat on the top level and knock this Weavile out, but in case of, you know, some sort of crazy Guzma plays, I just decided not to do it. I'm gonna let my opponent to knock my Zoroark out, and as you can see, there is a Guzma play, so I was expecting to see something like that. And the good thing is that I have Guzma available for the next turn, so I'm definitely gonna go for this Solgaleo knockout, and I will be in a very, very good position. And the best thing is that I can also set my Macargo right now, since I have this Slugma available in my hand. Let's go. Let's steal the show here with the knockout, and then I'm gonna trade this Professor's Elm Lecture that I'm not gonna need anymore. And in addition to that, we're also gonna trade another Cynthia from our hand. We are keeping this Ultra Ball, keep that in mind for Macargo next turn, and Macargo is here. So Pulpad should be used for 2 copies of Guzma. And I'm ready for Reduce Bidding and for a knockout, another 160. So I managed to avoid a very problematic situation for me. So I'm 2 price cards ahead of my opponent, and I really want to say that I'm right now in a very favorable position, because with Macargo in play, I can easily snipe those Pokemons for the price card on the bench. And in addition to that, I'm just gonna need to take the knockout against one more GX that my opponent have in play, potentially maybe this Tapu Lele, but that's gonna be a little bit harder with a single shot, because I'm not running at this moment a copy of Counter Catcher, and even if I have, I wouldn't be able to use it anyways. Alright lads, so this looks really good so far. Meanwhile, I will try to share a link on my Facebook page. Okay, so I took 100. I took 100 damage. I do have Macargo. And I do have Roll available, so it's definitely time for Scoop. This is a big advantage for Zoroark. You can simply play this type of the plays. Let's go with a Smooth Over, and the top deck card can be another Acerola as well. And I'm hitting with my Radius Bidding for a lot of damage, 140. And next turn I can knock this. Next turn I can knock this Ninetales out. So okay, meanwhile, there's a Max Potion play, and we're probably gonna see one Turbo Strike, maybe not. There's a Judge, so not a big deal. Because I have Macargo, I can search my deck for any specific card that I need. And we might see maybe counter gameplay featuring maybe Fairy Energy. Nope, there is a Double Course Energy and there's a Choice Band, but the question still remains, will there be a Switch play as well? Or maybe not. He have Ultra Rod. Oh, I completely forget about Ultra Rod play. And there we go with a Turbo Strike. So I almost knock it out there. As you can see, 150, so I'm down to 180. Alright, and it's my turn. He attached some energies. I'm gonna go with this type of the play. And if I will want to somehow knock my opponent out next turn, I will actually need my Sneasel on the top deck with a Choice Band and Professor's Kukui. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to take a knockout against this Solgaleo. So let's go first with a trade and let it be for my Zoroark, right? I'll actually need a lot of cards next turn for the knockout. A lot of them. Alright, let's go with Reese bidding 120. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just kept my Acerola for one more turn. But theoretically, with the Guzma top deck, for example, yeah, but still, that's not good. He just decided to Turbo Strike, actually. Alright, that's a good thing, because I have available Choice Band, and I can knock him out. And do I even have the Water Field available? Yes, I should have one. Okay, what about the Water Field top deck? Or maybe... I should keep my Water Field for the winning condition. Or maybe I should just go with... Actually, Guzma should be a top deck. Yeah, we should keep Guzma top deck. Nah, the question is... I first need energy card, and then I can try to get that with the Cynthia. So let's first go with one copy of the trade. Energy attachment. Choice Band play. And then I'm ready for the Great Ball. And then I'm ready for Ultra Ball. So I'm trying to thin my deck as much as I can before I decide to go with my Cynthia. There we go. And I have two Guzmas available for the victory next turn. Alright, so Radius beating 150. Taking two more prize cards. And only thing that can actually maybe stop me from taking a victory here would be some sort of rare candy play with Mudkip and also another Alolan Ninetales, because I'm not gonna be able to... Actually, I would be able to grab two prize cards anyways with the Evil Domination, so still in a very good position anyways. This looks like a GG. This definitely looks like a GG. There's no doubt about that. Okay, this is a game, so the only thing I need to do is just to play my Guzma onto my opponent Vulpix for the last prize card with Evil Domination, because he have 3 ability Pokemons in play, and that's 150. That's the game number 1. There we go. Game number 1 and win number 1, and 1000 damage counters was dealt to my opponent in this game, so it was I was very scared when I saw that Solgaleo with Soul Burst in the active position, but somehow I managed to avoid crazy knockouts with just a single shot. And right now I'm ready for the game number 2. Alright, so game number 2, what type of a deck is on the other side? I have no clue, but something tells me I should go with maybe Ranguru in the active position. because I can use resource management. Sounds much better than just using Fury Swipes. Plus you can attack with your Profound Knowledge as well for 60 and leaving your opponent active Pokemon confused, which is not bad at all in my opinion. Tapu Lele is on the other side of the field. And the good thing is that I also managed to top deck Unit Energy as well, so I kind of like this scenario as well. So there's a Mystery Treasure, so we're gonna see one copy of Inkay. It is an Ultra Necrozma probably because of the Dragon type on the loading screen. So best thing to win against this deck is just to snipe as fast as possible those Melamars. And this Pokemon is actually so stupid. Bell of Silence, Chimchar. But you can easily play against this card with your Oranguru, Profound Knowledge. You can also use Weavile as advantage. So in this type of the matchup, we actually need 2 copies of Weaviles on the bench, as well as a Ditto at the turn 1 as fast as possible. So the thing that I'm gonna do will be a Ultra Ball play for Ditto, and then I will go with the Warfield, Energy Attachment, Lily. Yes, put as many Inkays as you can on the bench. That works perfect for me. There we go, my turn. Zoroark is the top deck. Energy Attachment. The Warfield play, and then we are going with the Ultra Ball play, which needs to be for Ditto, there's just no question about it. And then we have Lily for 8. So Lily for 8 turn 1 is always well played. I'm gonna put Sneasel on the bench, and I have option available to go either way for my Slugma, and then I can have my Cargo as well, which is good option to be honest. So we don't need an Enhance Hammer in this game, and I can discard, for example, another Warfield because I can easily recycle it back, and I'm probably not gonna need it anyways. And the good thing is that I also have Double Course Energy available for next turn, plus Professor's Kukui, so resource management. Double Course Energy for sure, 1 copy of Zoroark, and I can throw back actually 2 copies of Ultra Ball instead of the Lily. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do probably just Kukui Profound Knowledge play. Something tells me this is the best play available right now, and kind of like the fact that I already have Ditto available on the bench. So 1 energy and boom, I can one-hit knockout pretty much anything with my Evil Domination Sneasel. But I just need Unit Energy in order to do that. And there's Ultra Necrozma. And another Melamar. So 2 Melamars so far we see on the other side of the field. Unfortunately, Necrozma does not have ability, but still my opponent have 2 Melamars, maybe even 3 of them after this little play. And it's very good to see that he discarded Rescue Stretcher and 4 Mr. Treasures so far with 3 Ultra Ball cards. Wow, that's insane. Okay, so this turn we might just see Bell of Silence play, and that's pretty much it. That's good. That's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing, because I can go with my Kukui for the knockout with my Profound Knowledge, which I'm also gonna do. Nice. I also have my Ninetales, which I'm not gonna play for now. And let's go with Profound Knowledge for 80. Mystery Treasure, perfect. So I can even search my deck next turn for Marshadow if I want. Probably I'm just not gonna do it anyways. So he decided to put Inkay in the active position, mainly because he probably played maybe 2 or 3 copies of Escape Boards, so he can have that -1 retreat. Ooh, seriously? Unit energy? I miss this enhanced hammer so much. Then I actually... I'm regretting my decision that I didn't recycle it back. I completely forget about unit energies. They are actually metal and psychic type as well. Not a big deal. Especially if he decides to... Ooh, my turn. Interesting. Interesting enough. Interesting enough. So something tells me I should actually just goes with... I can use Profound Knowledge. And I will use it actually. But first I'm gonna put my Macargo in play. So I can put myself any card as the top deck. And that any card can actually be Professor Kukui. So I'm searching for the knockout next turn with my Weavile. You should see that. Let's go with the knockout. So I'm actually forcing my opponent to knock me out with his Necrozma, so I can hit for 190. How in the world I can go for 190? I can go for 150 with 3 of those Melamars, 160 with the Warfield, and 190 with the Choice Band. I don't even need Kukui, so I just need Choice Band Sneasel play, which I will have because I have Ninetales available, as long as he keep my Ditto alone on the bench. But I will need energy as well. I should put energy actually on the top deck. It doesn't matter too much. I can use another Smooth Over with my Zoroark trade available, so everything will be fine. I hope so. There is another... Actually, he's attaching energy to Inkay so he can have free retreat. It makes a lot of sense to me. And there's a switch place, so he wants to sleep me? Oh, what the heck? I mean... Interesting. Actually very interesting. I mean, meanwhile I'm taking those price cards easily, so he can't do too much in this situation. He is actually in Shahmat position there, so not too many things available for him anyways. And he right now actually decided why. And there's another Psych recharge. It makes no sense, but okay, probably I don't see some place that he see. Choice Band as well, and Floating Gazier for 100 to 70. Alright, that's a lot of damage counters. Interesting thing is that this is Ultra Beast Pokemon, so I could even took the knockout there, for example, with my Ninetales. I can still do that. I just need energy as a top deck. And I think I can actually do that. Why not? Let's do that. Oops. Did I just use my Smooth Over? Yes, I did. Ooh, damn it. Then I'm not gonna be able to do it. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay, never mind. Then it's actually time for my Sneasel to take the knockout there. Professor Kukui. And I'm gonna need 2 copies of Ultra Ball. I don't want to take a risk with the Great Ball. I mean, I could theoretically, but I don't want. Which means that, yeah, counter gain. I can't use counter gain anyways, so it's okay. But the problem is that I'm short for like, how much? For like 150, 160, 180. I should go for the Choice Band instead of another Ultra Ball. Never mind, I can still trade and get that choice band in play. Hard because there's only one left. But there is a chance, I mean. No, I can't trade. I have no cards available. That was a very big misplay. This is the problem when you don't play often this deck. You're probably gonna play some bad hands. You're probably gonna do some mistakes as well. Yeah, so I did a couple of them in this turn. Specifically, I should just target one Ultra Ball and one Choice Band, and I would knock this Necrozma out. But I just miscalculated myself. I thought that I have 100. I thought it is 180 HP Pokemon at 190, and that's the reason why I just, you know, made a misplay. Okay, good thing is that I have my cargo available. And with my Macargo, I can set one card as a top deck. So one card can be, I don't know what one card can be. That one card needs to be actually a supporter card. Ooh, Judge top deck. That's not that bad. But I think I need something bigger than just a Judge. But I'm gonna play it anyways. Haha, there's a choice band right now that I don't need. Right, what about one smooth over? Let's see if we have another. No, we don't. Oh my goodness, what in the world did I do that right now? So then I need Rescue Stretcher top deck and only one energy card. That's so hard to get, literally. Yeah, this is a very ugly position right there. Who knows what's gonna be the next card with Lily? And all suddenly I don't have Retreat available, and I can't even use my attack right now. So I'm thinking about putting another Pokemon into my hand, which will be another Zoroark. So at least I will just go with my trade, and I will trade my Lily. Okay, there's a double Course Energy, still I can't attack. I mean, I can do some damage like Fury Swipes, which makes no sense, so let's just recycle Kukui and Guzma. Yeah, theoretically I could do some damage, but I'm not gonna even try to flip a coin with the Fury Swipes. Okay, so next turn. Top deck needs to be... Actually, trade needs to be for Guzma. And it will probably be a... I don't even need Guzma, actually. I can still knock my opponent out. If he don't have Guzma, everything is perfectly fine. But if he have Guzma... Nah, maybe in that case... I did a tiny mistake, because I didn't target this Necrozma. And the biggest problem right there is the fact that I'm probably gonna lose this game just because I don't have another Weavile available. It's priced, so yeah, Foot Gazier can be enough for the knockout. I need to take two price cards, and those two price cards needs to be a Weavile in order to win somehow. Cynthia is a top deck. Obviously not the card that I'm looking for. The card I'm looking for needs to be a Guzma. Ooh. Okay, let's see. One more trade. What if I can find Zorua and knock my opponent out with Zorua? That would be amazing play, but probably that's not gonna happen. Well, there is a Great Ball and Ultra Ball. And Marshadow as well. So, one thing is for sure, I don't need Marshadow and I don't need... And I'm not gonna need that Zoroark anyways. And the problem is that I don't have any of those Pokemons left anyways. At least I can go for knockout, and still I need to find a way to take 2 more prize cards. This is so hard. But not impossible. Still he needs to find a way to attach some energies and retreat. The last 2 cards, Sneasel and Weavile. What's the most damage I can do? Oh, another... Yeah, right now you have 4 of them. With full bench, and I don't have full bench because I discarded my Marshadow and another misplay. And I didn't find Sneasel. So I can't even go for the knockout against this Necrozma. Yeah, a couple misplays actually in this game. Leads me to defeat. Maybe I would have enough for the knockout. But just maybe with the Warfield. Oh, both the Warfields also in my Discord pile, so none of that would actually happen. So, in order to knock me out, he needs to go for 182-10, yeah. He just needs to discard 2 energies, and at the beginning of the game we discarded an Enhanced Hammer. I didn't recycle it. There's a Guzma play actually for my Ninetales because of the weakness. You can go for 210. No, I don't have weakness. I have weakness to the metal. Necrozma has weakness to me, but still not gonna change things too much anyways. Because I couldn't accelerate my Ninetales. Okay, at least I can try to get that Guzma for next turn. Maybe a game can still be win. It just is just a maybe. The top deck also needs to be that double course energy just in case. It's quite obvious that I'm gonna go with Kukui. Double course energy attachment. With another trade, why not? Just to discard his lecture from my hand. And with one more trade actually. Discarding another one, I couldn't even discard the Zoroark, it doesn't matter too much. Let's waste this Great Ball as well. Taking as many cards as I can. Radius bidding, 130, which theoretically means the next turn I can knock this Necrozma out if my opponent misses knockout this turn, so... There's a Downwing. And he have Invasion with 1 energy. Yeah, he had probably energy available or Guzma in his hand, so that's a GG. Yeah, damn it, made a couple mistakes and I couldn't get back after those mistakes. This is the reason why you really need to test a lot of deck in order to be good with it. It's not just enough to have deck that's good. You also need a lot of practice in order to achieve good result. You wouldn't believe me that this is only game number 3 in today's live stream, and I'm already streaming like almost 1 hour, so this is just insane. So 2 games, 45 minutes. That's ridiculous. Oh, this is complete brick. I think I can just scoop this game and try to play another one, because starting with the Mars Shadow and having no draw supporter is just insane. Well, maybe top deck can be something like Tapu or Professor Elm. I still hope to see something like that. And another annoying version of Malamar deck. They need to print some sort of ability abuse card. Either a Hex Maniac or maybe a Pokemon that can prevent abilities like a Garbodor or something like that, because it's just annoying to play against those Malamar decks. And I managed to top deck Judge, so let's see what we can get after the Judge. Alright, Ditto, Professor Elm and Lily. I'm happy with those cards. Okay. Okay, Ultra Ball for Mars Shadow, that's perfect. Almost perfect, because I had my Elm Lecture available in my hand. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's not perfect, but it's good. At least I can get with my Great Ball maybe Top Level for Cynthia play. As long as I have both Slugma and Zorua available with the Great Ball, I'm not gonna complain too much. Mainly because I can even this turn play my Macargo and put something on the top deck, but I will just try not to do it. I will just keep my Ditto for my Ninetales. There it is. Energy for this Deoxys. And another one. And we might see one more from hand for that Power Blast. Ooh, that would be so devastating, because I would have one prize more than my opponent. There it is. That's just what it is. Imagine top deck support a card for draw, that would be amazing. So that's 120. More than enough for the knockout. Okay, Rescue's Treachery is a top deck, which is a very nice top deck. No doubt about that. We can use... We actually, in this matchup, as long as my opponent don't put heavy weapons in play, like Necrozma, we don't need Weavile actually, but I will definitely put one Weavile in play, one Sneasel on bench. Okay, that's not looking good. But I can still hope to find maybe at least Weavile after this judge play. Not even close. Not even close. So I'm retreating down to my Marshadow and I'm passing my turn, so that's literally all I can do. Just wow. Couldn't get Ultra Ball, neither Great Ball, neither Zoroark or maybe Weavile. Even Ninetales would be perfect there, because I would have my Ninetales available and then I could just, you know, search my deck for a counter gain, hit for 70, put 30 on this Inkay, and theoretically maybe have double knockout turn after. But right now we see that's just not gonna happen. What will happen next turn, it's obvious that I'm gonna go with Zoroark play in the active position for with double Course Energy attachment, and then top Lily for Cynthia. And if I miss Zoroark, then I can simply scoop. There's another Deoxys. Alright, so we're gonna see another Deoxys here. But who knows, maybe my opponent just missed opportunity for the knockout there, if he don't have energy available, because Psychic for now can just go for 20. Literally just for 20. Yep, there it is. Psychic for 20. He didn't have energy available. I do have my Tapu Lele available, and actually, let's play. Let's gamble. I know it is a very dangerous play. Really it is. But we can try. We can try. Oh, come on. What the heck? This is just insane. This is literally insane. So Timer Ball would be so nice right there, right now. Oh, there it is. There's a Zoroark. There is a Zoroark, so I managed to save the day somehow. I'm gonna go with a trade by discarding one copy of double Course Energy from my hand, trying to get this Macargo into play as fast as possible. There it is. There's the Macargo as a top deck. I can smooth over whatever I want, and the obvious reason will be another Zoroark for me next turn. Or actually, no. Let's go with the Cynthia rather than... I don't have Cynthia. Then I'm gonna go with the Lily. I can hit for 120. I think that was a good play. It was a risky play, but it was a good play at the end. Sometimes you just need to take some risk in order to win. It is how it is. Sometimes it's better to risk. Okay, 4 copies for damage on my Tapu Lele. Which might be that he have some sort of Guzma available in hand, which is not a big deal as long as I can have another Acerola play, which I will probably do it anyways, sooner or later. And there it is. There's a big boy. Necrozma GX. So with 3 energies, he can go for 190. But with 4 energies, he can one-hit knock out my Zoroark. But luckily, he have only 2 of them, so that's 190, 170. That's not enough for the knockout because of the resistance. so he needs some sort of choiceman play. And right now I actually regret that I don't have my Weavile available, because there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemons with abilities at my opponent bench, and he decided to go with the Cynthia. He definitely needs one more energy in a discard pile in order to take the knockout against the Zoroark. Otherwise, this is probably gonna be turn waste for my opponent, because I'm gonna go with another Zoroark play, which is obvious. I might even think about putting this Weavile in play as well. Oh, Black Ray, actually. Interesting. Yeah, that was a very good idea, just because of the spell tag play. So what do we need right now? We need Smooth Over for some sort of Zoroark play. So next turn he can knock my Zoroark out. And my top level is very close to be knocked out as well. And I need to find somehow Stadium, otherwise I'm gonna lose 4 prize cards next turn. So only thing that can save me theoretically will be this trade. And unfortunately I didn't get it. So I can go for 120, I'm losing my Tapu Lele, and even worse, next turn I'm also losing my Zoroark if he have extra energy available. So that Black Ray GX was a very nice combo there, and there is a spell tag as well, so this is even worse. This spell tag play is even worse. So Field Blower is like a must-have so far. I couldn't get Stadium card. If I only managed to get Stadium, things would completely be different. So this one is very, very close to be knocked out. Wow, amazing. Amazing what he just managed to do. So as a top deck, I don't know, because game is done anyways. As a top deck we need Zoroark for sure, but I mean the best thing, literally the best thing, is just to let my opponent have his turn play. I'm just gonna pass the turn and hope for the best. I'm hoping that he won't be able to retreat, neither play Guzma, so that Shrine of Punishment can knock this Necrozma somehow out. Potentially next turn, when I scoop my Ninetales with Acerola, that would be amazing play. And theoretically good comeback in game. But again, if he can play another Necrozma on the bench, it's obvious that he can easily knock me out with a new one, because I don't have option to scrap those escape boards from play. And there's a Psychic Recharge, so will he decide to accelerate some energies to the Deoxy? At least it looks like. So, energy attached also to the Necrozma. And there's Cynthia play. If I have Counter Catcher, I could theoretically pull 3 prize cards, which would be an amazing thing. But since I don't, I have 2 options literally available. I mean, I can smooth overplay for my Zoroark, and I can risk, right? We can try to take the risk there. There's a trade. So I can play safe, or I can go for risk. And I'm not gonna play safe, I'm just gonna go... Oh no, he has spell tag. Jeez. He has spell tag available. He has spell tag available. I need those field blowers so bad. I simply need them. Because without them, I just can't play against this annoying deck. Oh, what a faceplant. We definitely need some copy of Field Blower, and not actually one, but we need 2 copies of Field Blower in this deck, because... Yeah, I pulled 3 prize cards, but I didn't see that he has spell tag. I don't know where my mind was. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous, nothing else. The problem is that I have so many cards that I can't even find enough space for the Field Blower. What else we can do? What else we can have? I have a good idea actually. I'm gonna take 1 copy of Lysander's Lab inside of this deck to see will this help me or not. With 2 Field Blowers in Lysander Lab, I can have much stronger and better matchup against Malamar. 2 painful defeats in a row. I actually need somehow to win next 2 games so I can have score 3 wins and 1 defeat and 2 defeats. Sneasel is a starting one. We have Cynthia available. Again, there's no sign of my Professor lecture. At least I have Lysander's Lab. Since I'm not playing tool cards, this can be a good card. Good disruptive card for any deck that rely on those escape boards and any other cards that are actually tool cards. There's a Modern Incarnate, but it's also good to counter just another Stadium cards, like Shrine of Punishments, for example. It has its own purpose. And for example, in this matchup, we don't need Enhanced Hammer, so they're just useless. I would need much more, for example, Aura Pad, so he decided to grab Ultra Ball. Okay. Will he decide to go with another Magnemite play? Let's see. See, I played Lost March like 100 games, and I actually know very well to play it, but this deck I'm playing it only for 4th time so far. I didn't play too much Zoroark. Not a big fan of Zoroark. And there is a Vulpix. See, even with the choice band, Professor's Kukui, 6 Pokemons in play, the Warfield, I can go for 180. Still, I can't one-hit knock on Necrozma, so that's just ridiculous. Really, it is. And so many supporter cards, also ridiculous. Not a single Professor's Elm Lecture. And somehow right now I managed to get one, so that's just insane. At least I can Fury Swipe. Or maybe not. Oh my goodness. It was a very good start, but like a Titanic, I started to sink, and there's another Mountain Coronet for my opponent. So far, the second one, he can grab those energies from discard pile, put them back into his hand. There is a Ninetales with this powerful, mysterious guidance ability, and right now he can grab himself, for example, a Timer Ball and also Rare Candy. So he can evolve into Magnezone, but then still he needs one piece of puzzle, which needs to be some sort of, I don't know, maybe Guzma energy play for the knockout. And he also ran those fairy energies, which a little bit confuses me. Ultra Ball and Metal Flying Pan, that's even versed. That's even versed. Those Flying Pans. We might see Surge Magnet. And Ultra Ball for who knows what. Or maybe just Retreat for Aura Clock. Yeah, Aura Clock wouldn't be that bad idea, but with so many cards in his hand, it is actually a bad idea. If I can top deck, if I can find myself Weavile as a top deck, can I do something? I guess not too much. Just hit for 50 and that's it. Okay, but with the Ultra Ball he can have better Hour Clock. Max Potion discarded. Good to know that he also plays Max. Oh, what was the card in his hand? I didn't see it, damn it. I think it was. Yeah, it was. Oh, damn, crap. Still, he can't go with the Shred because he had only one card available. He already used that Mountain Coronet, so we're gonna see a Aura Clock for 6. And who knows, maybe even Timeless GX next turn coming up. There's no time, there's no space for risk. Literally, there is no space for risk. I just need to grab my Zoruas, I need to put them in play. I need to put also this Sneasel in play. And I need to use my Fury Swipes. Yeah, thumbs up. 6 tails in a row. 6 freaking tails in a row. That's just insane. I mean, it's really it is. Really it is. If you flip 6-time coin, you expect to get at least 1 heads. I'm hoping to see that Timeless GX attack. I'm probably gonna see Timeless GX attack there and 2 prize knockout for my opponent, just with Timeless GX and then with the Shred turn after that. It's gonna happen. It's real. It's real. It's real. So Tapu Lele, 5 energies and double cores. That's 140. Choice Band 170. Okay, I'm already calculating theoretic knockout and Kukui 190, but it's just not gonna happen, I know. There's another Ultra Ball. Yeah, interesting that he decided to discard both Magnemite and Magnezone. For who knows what. I mean, he can prepare himself next turn after that. Timeless GX. It just depends, will he even decide to go with a Timeless GX? If I'm my opponent, I would probably go with it. Yeah, he decided to do it. He decided to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna give him one Zorua. He can have it. Okay, couple more magnetic circuits to those. Probably Necrozmas. And Orthopad. Tails. Luckily it is a Tails. And Shred, as expected. So everything happened as expected. I don't know, to be honest. He can Shred for 80, so I think it is a good... What a crappy cards I'm getting. This is just ridiculous. And the question is, can I get this Judge play to be good one? Like 2 Zoroarks and... Nope. At least there's a Great Ball. Nope. One more chance with Marshadow. I mean, Weavile is a good thing here, if I can get it. Nope. Nope, I can't. Let's try. Let's Fury Swipe. Yeah. 8 tails and 1 heads. So painful to watch. See, if there was, for example, Weavile, I could hit my opponent for like, for how many? For 100? And this turn I would knock him out because he will not be able to knock me out. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. So there's a Guzma play, and I can just go for 20 with Guzma, with my Ram. Good thing is that he have 2 mountain coordinates in his discard pile, and he have 6 metal energies attached to those Pokemons in play, plus 1 more attached to the active Necrozma, plus 1 more attached to the active Necrozma. If they're, nope, 1 to the actually Ninetales on the bench. And there's a double, and he even plays double Chorus energy. Why? Because you can then use Timeless GX much easier. That explains why. And yeah, I do have Enhanced Hammer Ball. We're probably gonna see Claw Slash. We're probably gonna see Claw Slash there. Nope, he decided actually instead to retreat and spread 3 damage to my Zorua on the bench. So theoretically with that he can end the game next turn by just knocking my Marshadow and taking the and putting 30 onto my Zorua. So that's probably the case. And I have a Zoroark available, so I can buy myself 1 more turn literally, and that's it. Only game number 1 was a good game. All other games after that was just... Game number 2 was also good, but I did a couple mistakes. Game number 3, I don't know what to say. Game number 4, which is this game, is just insanely bad. Alright, let's go to the game number 5. I really want to see that turn 1 opening with my Professor M lecture. I'm actually laughing at one Facebook post that unfortunately you can't see. One guy is actually selling a Meganium for like $4 a piece, and one other guy purchased 5 booster packs and he paid them $20 and he opened only one Meganium and nothing else good. And then third guy told to the second guy who purchased 5 booster packs, hey, you could buy Meganium here for $4 and you paid 20. It's just insane, but it is a pure true. So I don't know what to say about it. At least I have Ultra Ball available turn 1, so I can go with my Tapu Lele play. Or maybe not, because I managed to get myself Professor's Elm lecture. Oh, good well-known Greninja on the other side. Just depends if this Greninja deck plays. Let's see. It depends if this Greninja actually plays any copy of Rare Candy in the deck. Okay, first Frogadier in play, which is probably gonna be knocked out next turn anyways, because I have my Zoroark available with double Course Energy in hand. There's also Guzma Ultra Ball Cynthia. As expected, I took 2 damage counters to my Ditto and 20 to my Zorua, and this is a very bad start for my opponent, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna go with the Cynthia. Not gonna discard any of those cards so far from my hand. I risked and I won. Okay. This was much better setup than the game before. This is how you should supposed to get every single turn, every single game cards with this deck. If you wonder what's on the ladder, as the last card it's Full Art Kiavi, I already achieved that on my another account. Bad thing about completing the ladder is the fact that you can't claim any other extra coins, tokens, tournament tickets and stuff like that. You can win 12 games per day after that, and then you're just, for any other victory after that, you're just getting pretty much 5 tokens, which is just completely insane. I really like much more the old ladder, where after every single game you would just, you know, roll that circle with the awards and you're gonna get something. Is this a Lost March? Yes, it is. Oh, it looks like somebody subscribed. At least that's what my notification sound told me. I think I can go with the judge. Literally the only available option available. And I managed to get one Zoroark. At least something, right? Fury swipes. How many heads? 2 heads. Okay, hitting for 20. That's at least something, right? Let's see, what was the notification? Let me see, social alerts. Okay, there's Lily Play, another Trumbic. Will there be supporter card as a top deck? Yes, it will be. So he discarded 2 Zoroark. That's insane. So I got one follower on my Twitch account, Carlos. Thanks for following, I really appreciate that. Double Core's energy attached to a Oranguru. That's interesting, because we are probably gonna see... no, we're not gonna see switch play. Okay. There's not too many options that I can do. I can literally just play my Tapu Lele in order to get my Cynthia in play. Before that, I'm just gonna attach Double Core's energy, play my Cynthia. Okay, there is my first Zoroark in play. In addition to that, I'm searching for my, yeah, for that Zoroark. And the last Pokemon that be placed on the bench, obviously a Marshadow, because I'm trying to get Sneasel in action. Okay, I'm not gonna get him, at least not for now, but I still have my Great Ball for Macargo. And I'm gonna go with this Ultra Ball for that Sneasel. Okay, I really want to use Evil Domination and use the knockout with Evil Domination instead of with my Zoroark. I don't want to take any damage to my Zoroark yet, because I already lost 2 Acerolas and I don't have any other left. Yeah, there's more than enough Pokemons in my opponent lost zone, and we will see 1 copy of Cynthia there. So Lost March for the knockout. Good thing is that he's hitting only for 140, right? With 140, he can't one-hit knockout Zoroark, and that's a good thing. Alright, time for the Macargo, time for Cynthia play. Really trying to get rid of some of the cards from my hand. What about a Great Ball? For that Ninetales. Yeah, I'm gonna discard this Ninetales anyways. Smooth overplay. What about just energy? Because I will probably try to run on the bench after this turn. I'm still keeping this enhanced hammer available. There is a rescue stretcher. How many Pokemons? 4, 7. So he only has 7 of them in the lost zone. That's 140. That's not enough for the knockout. I might even consider going with 7, 8, 9. That's 180. Obviously, if he have another Jumpluff available, which he have. There's grass, 2 more with instruct. I think I should go with knockout against this Oranguru if he missed this turn knockout. Yes, definitely. That needs to happen. That actually needs to happen. If I can knock this Oranguru out, then I can prevent him from taking. It is a very risky play, I think. But I will try to force him to attach somehow that double course energy so I can knock it out. I don't know what chance he have to pull another. Ooh, I hit only for 100. I hit only for 100. I didn't even realize it. Oh my goodness, I didn't have full bench space. Yeah, okay. At least he wasted 1 double course energy, 2 double course energies, 2 grass energies, and he have and that was the last double course energy. It went down to the lost zone. Okay, at least we can win on that way. Okay, he will have probably 1 hit knockout right now. Okay, he can have that. Oh my goodness, I had that another trade available. I just didn't use it. 220. He have like literally probably 1 more grass energy available. And that is like it, literally. Let's go with the judge. Really need to refresh that hand. Sometimes I just talk too much, and then I just made mistakes, which sometimes cost me the game. But in this specific situation, knowing the Night March architecture, something tells me that my opponent have probably like 1 more grass energy left, and that's pretty much it. Playing Lost March, you don't have more than what? 2 double course energy, so he have like 1 more double course energy left. I'm like 100% positive he had 3 of them in the discard pile and 1 in the lost zone. So he have like 1 more available in the. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think it's time for Guzman. But more than that, I need like 2 cards for that. I have 3 Guzmas and 1 double course energy, so something tells me I should go first with double course energy, then Guzma play. Trade. I actually have Top Oil available, so it's perfectly fine anyways. Yeah, I'm just mainly going for Jumpluff because he have for retreat. And it's pretty much the same, he have 50-50 chance to pull either way, one double course energy or one grass energy. It just depends which one he have left. And as long as he can miss this turn knockout, I can potentially win the game. But if he takes the knockout this turn, which he probably will, then there's a high chance that I'm probably going to lose the game next turn. Especially if he managed to pull double course energy. From 8 cards remaining, there's a very good chance that he had one left. And he's even trying to thin his deck as much as he can with the Lost Blender in addition to that. So there we go with 240. Zoroark, unfortunately, is the only one who can deal some damage. So if I have another Zoroark available in play, he would not be able to knock me out, unfortunately, because he would need one more Pokemon in the Lost Zone, but yeah. What would happen if it would happen? I just realized that I'm not a guy who should play Zoroark deck. It is just not good for me. I don't know why, but it is just not that good for me. It's not that I don't have skill. It is just not the type of the deck that I like to play. That's pretty much it. So he have 4 Natus available. So one needs to be promoted and he needs to go all in trying to get the last double course energy, and he had 1 available in his hand for the game. Oh my goodness. So literally I lost the game because I didn't trade for another Pokemon to put him on the bench for the knockout against this Oranguru. That's pretty much it. That was the tiny misplay, but still a misplay. And still a misplay, and still it needs to be improved. Okay, let's go one more game, and probably that's gonna be it for today's live stream. Even it's just 7 PM. Looking forward to watch handball in 8:30. So I still need to go to take something for 8 and then just waiting for the game. Alright, let's see. Zorua, Marshadow, Professor's Elm. Finally good opening hand. Finally good opening hand. Now an army of Tapu Kokos. If you ask me against which deck I hate to play most, against Malamar. If you ask me against other decks I also don't like to play, then Tapu Koko spread decks. If you ask me which deck I really like to play the most, Damage Spread deck. Why? Because it's the most broken decks that can be used in the standard format, obviously. Especially those Greninja decks. That Greninja is just so broken, I kinda like it. Nah, we don't need Ditto, unfortunately. With this type of the opening hand, I can just pass my turn, literally. I could go with my Marshadow trying to get that Enhanced Hammer, but since I already played Supporter card, being able to get Enhanced Hammer from only 4 cards, very high odds. So I just decided not to better gamble, because I have 2 Zoroarks available in 1 Ultra Ball as well, so next turn I can just go for the one-hit knockout. I can also play my Marshadow, who knows, maybe even use this Field Blower as advantage. Hunch Crew, yeah. Hunch Crew is a very broken card. And there's the Energy Lotto. I would love to see maybe 2 Enhanced Hammer plays, and there's a Counter Energy play as well. So literally against this type of the deck you can win mainly by using your Oranguru and Enhanced Hammer, literally, because this deck only plays special energy cards. This is the way to go. let's go with a trade number 1. I'm seeking for Guzma. And I'm seeking for double course energy play. I can use Ditto. I can use this Ultra Ball as well for another copy of Zoroark. And then I can trade one more time, and then I can find another Zoroark as well with the Ultra Ball. Okay, that's a good play. That's a good play. And we have Marshadow as well. Instead of the Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele, for example. That's a perfect one. I can play my Acerola, which I will for sure. So I can have one more copy of trade available. But it makes no sense in this case, because I really want to keep this Guzma for next turn. That's gonna be Radius Bidding for the knockout. That was a good play. That was a very good play. That was a very good hand and very good opening hand, and I managed to knock 2 special energies, also to take a price card and also to reduce 50 damage with that Zoroark play. So I'm kind of happy to see something like this. Okay, another fly flip. What about Guzma play for this Hankru? And I'm trying to get another trade, possibly to evolve this Ditto so I don't lose prize next turn. Unfortunately, it won't happen for now. Oh, come on. Will there be another fly flip? Probably it will. And there's another Tapu Koko, so... And he decided to move the Honchkrow in the front. So 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18. So he have only 180. Oh, Marshadow play. Okay, good. Luckily, I do have another Guzma available, so it will be for the Honchkrow knockout. The question still remains, can I get another Enhanced Hammer in play? Because I really need it so I can knock it from this bad boy. Okay. Okay, let's go for the Honchkrow. He is the biggest threat, literally. And then I'm gonna put Tapu Lele on the bench, which will give me the Professor's Elm Lecture. Oh, I was too fast, and again I didn't see if I have another Enhanced Hammer available. First trade. Second trade. I have like one more trade available. It is a dangerous position for now. There is a lot of damage counters in play. Those Tapu Kokos are dealing a lot of damage. Honchkrow, unfortunately, it was surprised. Honchkrow is unfortunately the biggest threat, because he can one-hit knock out then my Pokemons. I don't care too much if you take maybe 1 or 2 prize cards with those Tapu Kokos. It is not a big deal anyways. There is another Honchkrow. And Fly Flip, I'm losing 1 prize. And there's a lot of damage in play involved so far, so... Enhance Hammer immediately for that double course energy on the bench. And then trade. Trade. All night long. Mystery Treasure. Let's see, let's throw that Lily. For that Tapu Lele. I need that Acerola play so badly. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $120. Yeah, let's play for the fun. We can do that. One more trade for that Professor Elm. Next turn I'm losing probably 1 more prize card. And there's the Energy Drive. 120. 2 more prize to go. 2 more prize to go. I have 14, 22, 24. 240 damage counters in play. 240, so potentially he can knocks me out with the Honchkrow. Then I can respawn knocking him back with my Zoroark. And what he can do after that, he can win the game just by moving the damage counters again. And there's even Shrine of Punishment, so yeah, definitely against this type of the deck you should just consider playing damage swap, literally. Not a damage swap, but Oranguru play with those Enhanced Hammer plays. Okay, it's still not over yet. What I'm gonna try to do here, he have this magical swap available, meaning that he can knock my Pokemon out. So I will try somehow to put in play my Oranguru. And play Guzma. So let's see if we can find Oranguru first. What about discarding this Macargo? Okay, there it is. It was not super hard to get him. Field Blower and one Guzma play and down to Oranguru. Oranguru versus Oranguru. It literally all depends on the... if my opponent can somehow play Guzma for the win. If he have Guzma, then obviously he can win the game. If he don't have Guzma, then I still have some time to... Speaking about Guzma, he just throw Guzma from his hand for the victory. Guess we are not gonna lose game waiting for the damage swap. Yeah, let's play a couple more games. One more game for today's live stream. One more game. problem with this type of deck, like with many other decks, like Lost March, if you put way too many tech cards, it won't work. Oh, what the heck? It just won't work. It just won't work. You just need to play as less cards as you can, and less tech cards as you can, literally, because sometimes you think, well, yes, Alone Ninetales, it is a very nice deck. Ditto, it is a very nice deck. Yeah, the truth is, it is a really nice deck, but it just makes the deck much slower and slower and slower. In some specific situations, if you get lucky with the cards, like with the Lotto, if you get lucky with the numbers, you're gonna hit the jackpot, but if you don't get lucky with the cards, you're not gonna hit the jackpot, it's obvious. So, wow, he already have 2 energy cards available. I simply can't watch this. I need to knock this Whopper out, because next turn it can be very, very problematic, literally. So we're gonna go for something like this. And he's probably gonna think, oh yes, cool, he's gonna play Professor Zen Lecture. No, I'm not gonna play Professor Zen Lecture, I'm just gonna play Guzma for the first knockout in the game, literally. What else I could do in this case? Yeah, I think the deck just needs to have 3 to 4 Nest Balls, 4 copies of Ultra Ball, 3 to 4 copies of Great Ball, probably 4 Professors and Lecture, you know, 4 copies of Lecture, 4 copies of Ultra Ball, 4 copies of Nest Ball, 4 copies of Great Ball. The best way to go with the Zoroark version of the deck, because you really need to set up turn 2 4 Zoroarks in play. You need to have full board available, with double Course Energy available, and with 1 to 2 available tech cards like Professor's Kukui, Choice Band, and the Warfield, so you can go from up to 180. And in my opinion, then the deck will work much better than it works right now. It works, but it's a little bit clunky, plus I'm the new player to the Zoroark deck. I don't like too much Zoroark. I didn't play with the Zoroark deck too much since it was printed. In real life, I didn't play I played only 2 games in the real life with the Zoroark, and I played them yesterday, so I'm not that good with the Zoroark. I'm not that good. Okay, what we can do here? 1 Professor Elm. So far he have already 3 Pokemons with abilities. And something tells me that at least I should go for Macargo. And good thing about Macargo is that I can put any card at the top deck that I really want. And I think that Cynthia might be the best option. See, attaching this double Course Energy to my Zoro on the bench is not the best thing in the world, mainly because you never know if your opponent plays some sort of enhanced hammers. Wow, this Magikarp and Wailord, this thing is so tanky. Luckily, when you knock it out, you're taking 3 prize cards, but oh boy. It's so hard to be knocked out. And I like the fact that so far my opponent will have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemons with abilities in play. So far he have only 2 of them. What about... just another smooth overplay next turn for 1 Zoroark. I can hit 1 more time for 40, and actually I'm gonna increase damage a little bit for 100. Yeah, this Pokemon has at least 7 extra energy attached to it. This attack does 100 to each of your opponent benched Pokemon, so if he have 7 of them, right now he have 3 of them. What if he surprised me somehow, and what if he just hits me with that GX, and what if he just cleared my entire bench? What if that happens? So far he have 3. 3 of them. If he puts Poipole, if he puts 2 negative Nandles, he can have 5 theoretically. Energy from Hint and 1. I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. I really don't want to think about that. There's the Aqua Patch. I'm very scared. Didn't even read this GX attack. Wow, there's 5 energies, and there's Naganandel, and there's this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It needs to happen. Literally, it will happen. Charge up. Yeah, it is gonna happen. It. It didn't happen. It actually didn't happen. There's 1, 2, 3. It is a GG right now. It is a GG right now. The only card that I'm searching for will be a unit energy, and that's literally the only card that I need. Truth is, it was very close. It was very close. He also needed a Quagsire in addition to that, which he couldn't get. It was so damn close. I don't even want to think about it. Oh, he decided to concede. Why so hard to trade my expanded format deck? I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I kind of like this Magikarp Wailord tag team deck. This was the deck list that my opponent used. So he played 1 Ditto, 3 copies of the Striker, 1 Marshadow, 3 copies of each Poipole and Naganandel, 1 Toppler, 3 copies of Magikarp and Wailord, which I don't have on this account, unfortunately. I don't know why. I'm pretty mad because of that. 12 energies, that's okay. 1 Volcanion, theoretically that is okay. 2 copies of this. I think in this specific kind of the deck you don't need. Actually, you can benefit from Metzerola. But this can be much better, much more useful. You don't need Lana, for example. Why in the world would you need that? You just don't need this card. You can have 12 energies. If I was my opponent, I would probably go with something like this. Brooklyn Hill. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't even. Maybe I would consider running 2 copies of Brooklyn Hill, 4 copies of Aqua Patch, of course, for sure, all night long. 1 Volcanion, 3 Blitzel, and so many Substrikers. I don't know. I'd probably go with two of them. Maybe 2 Marshadows. 1 Toppler would be a good option. Volcanion also would be a good option. I would personally go with 4 copies of Magikarp and Wailord. Maybe 2 switches. Maybe 2 switches probably. Maybe 2 switches. Maybe even 2 copies of Acerola as well. And then I would also try to fit at least 2 copies of Brooklyn Hill. Maybe 1. Brooklyn Hill, it's not that you need it actually. It can be good. But I think you don't need 3 Blitzel, neither 3 Substrika. Ditto can be either way used for evolving into Substrika or into the Naganandel. Marshadow can be good. It's not that you need to run 2 of them, but it can be good. In some specific situation, maybe I would even consider running 2 copies of Tampalele, who knows. Oh, my list that I used in today's video, it's right there. So it is a Zoroark GX deck. It needs to be improved a little bit more. It will be improved a little bit more. You can expect probably this deck in much better style and a much better tech version that it is right now. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos. I hope you enjoy watching this live stream. How much is a golden ultra ball worth now? I got it when it was worth like 36 bucks. I have no clue, to be honest. I have no clue. I do have another account where I'm trading for, you know, cards, but only for the lowest possible value cards. I really don't know. There should be some sort of the online sites where you can find how much specific card worth in TCGO. You should just try to Google it and you will probably find it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you probably tomorrow, so have a nice day till then and have a nice day.